Armand Larson got on the bad side of a chicken. Oh my god. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and we are finally back to play some more of the 100 baby challenge. We are halfway through. We have had 50 babies born in our game so far, and the Lovestruck expansion pack has recently come out, and this will be our first time playing with that in place. Although our matriarch already has a couple of her next love interests set up, but maybe some things with Lovestruck will kind of come into play here. Now, I know in our last episode, we had Neil grow up into a teenager, and then the most recent addition, Dylan, aged up into an infant. Someone might have moved out. I can't remember. It's been a little while since we've played into this save. So let's get into it and kind of recap together because I don't remember exactly what was going on. I do know that Jillian is currently pregnant. She's in her third trimester, so baby number 51 will be coming along really soon at some point. We have Daisy Pearl here, who I don't know how Daisy Pearl ended up in this save. She's one of my Tiny Town characters that I'm playing with on my Twitch stream. Links to that will be down below if you ever want to stop by and say hello. But she is here and they've gotten along really well, so we're considering Daisy as a potential baby donor as well. Our oldest is Isaac, who is currently doing a community job. He loves horses, so he's been like doing some horse riding type stuff. He is a teenager. He's currently a C student, so he needs to get some grades up. Oh, and he's reached level 3 of the horse riding skill. Good for him. And have some fun, it would seem, because he's hurting in the fun department. I guess he's gonna go dance. Alright, go dance. Then we have Neil, who just aged up into a teenager. He's also a C student. He is an extreme sports enthusiast. So he wants to do like snowboarding and things like that. Then we have Edward, who is also a werewolf. He is currently a B student. And let's see, he has high confidence. So once he gets an A, he will be aging up into a teenager. We have little Samuel here, who is our toddler. He's coming along on his traits. He's got imagination to level 3, but he needs to get the rest up before he can become a child. And then we have little Dylan, our infant, who is sleeping on the floor by his mother's bed. And he needs 2 more fine motor milestones, and really that's about it. He's got everything else. So I'm thinking we might see another teenager and a toddler today, and definitely another baby born. I think since Daisy is here, we're gonna come and just like start interacting with her a little bit more. You know, maybe start a few bits of flirting. Oh, that's right. So we do now have a romance skill, which is going to be really useful for Jillian and her romantic endeavors. I mean, she is shamelessly flirting with her right in front of all of her children. You know, this is how it rolls in the 100 Baby Challenge. You know, it doesn't matter who you're flirting with. And they are starting to have a bit of a romance bar starting to happen. So let's sweet talk her a little bit and kiss her hands. It's a suggestive conversation. Now we do have Marielle Harris lined up as another baby donor, so she is kind of in the works there as a potential. We've reached romance level 2. I have a sneaking suspicion that's going to end up very high for Jillian. Romantic satisfaction begins. Oh no, okay, so now we are gonna have to pay attention to the romantic satisfaction with our Sims, but we're gonna be, you know, flirting and then kind of like breaking stuff off anyway, so this will only be so important. I think though it's getting kind of late and we have an infant that needs attention. We're gonna go ahead and send Daisy home, and then let's get little Dylan here taken care of. He needs to be fed and he needs some fine motor skills. So that means we need to put him on the playmat and get him playing with toys. Ooh, Dylan has unlocked the grab milestone. This is awesome. Let's see. So 1 more fine motor and he will be ready to age up into a toddler. Oh no, Jillian is having an early midlife crisis. Life seems to be passing Jillian by these days. It's the same thing day in and day out with nothing to really show for it. It might be time for a change. I mean, to be fair, she is just basically like popping out babies, so I could see how that would get to be a bit monotonous for her, but not good. Oh no. Armand died? Wait! Armand was our child that we had with Vladislav Stroud. What happened to Armand? He was a vampire. Oh no. We'll have to look at neighborhood stories and see what happened to him. Armand Larson got on the bad side of a chicken. Oh my god. Our vampire son got on the bad side of a chicken and was killed. He was pecked to death by a chicken and he was a vampire. Oh my goodness. Rip Armand. Like, oh my gosh. We lost someone to a chicken. Gotta love The Sims. Meanwhile, Jillian isn't really fazed by it. She's still feeling really confident. She is sad, right? Because she lost a child, and that is like completely devastating. And she's feeling tense from the march of time, from this early midlife crisis, which I really don't know what I'm supposed to do to combat that. We're just gonna have to deal, I think. But she's over here working on some gemstones because jewelry making has been her way of earning money and supporting her family. So she's doing that. Maybe that's kind of helping her cope with the loss of Armand. All of these guys are going to be sad though. They all did actually know Armand and they lived with him and shared like relationships with him. So they will all legitimately be sad, and we'll let them be sad, not, you know, when the uncle that they've never met before dies. Yeah, all the kids are gonna be going to school sad, which I'm a little concerned about how that's going to impact their performance at school, but there's not to be done for it. Everybody is waking up. Again, everyone is definitely sad, which is kind of too bad. One of the things that I was thinking about is that I really would like to have all of the different occult babies, especially like as we're going through the Matrix. It'd be kind of fun if each one has one. We haven't had any success with Jillian woohooing with aliens. So I was kind of thinking, what if we get the observatory and put this in the backyard and she can use that, because that is supposed to like help call and like summon the aliens. So maybe if we do the observatory back here, we can get her abducted by aliens. And I do have it set so that like my female Sims can become pregnant by the aliens. So maybe if we do that, we'll get to have that alien baby. I don't know if that's violating some kind of like cardinal rule of the 100 baby challenge, but this is just for fun. It's still about raising the babies, and that's like more the hard part than like getting Jillian pregnant. So I think that that's what we're gonna aim for with this. Samuel is really in need of a diaper change and a bath, so we need to get that sorted for him and get him kind of squared away there. I mean, she would have to get abducted by aliens while not pregnant. Ooh, Dylan has unlocked this slept through the night milestone. That's awesome. Oh, and Dylan has had a blowout. Great. Jillian has a collectible print of the sky. Oh, well, that's kind of fun. I mean, we desperately need some things on the walls. There really is. I should decorate this, but we'll put this up there. Oh, look at that. It's like a rocket ship going up into space. That's kind of fun. Nice. We'll start putting that stuff on the wall. She is using her observatory. We'll see if it results in any kind of alien abduction. Oh dear. And Jillian is having a midlife crisis. Jillian has hit the breaking point. The daily grind of life has burnt her out, and now she has an intense desire to become a modern-day creative deity. On the plus side, any item Jillian creates will be one level higher in quality during this period. And Dylan has unlocked the sit-up milestone. So this is good. He still needs a fine motor, but he's unlocked the sit-up milestone. Okay. Play with your toys more, Dylan. So she wants to make 5 flower arrangements, knit for 3 hours, start a mural, or view and admire 3 pieces of artwork. I mean, we can indulge some of that stuff, I suppose. I guess we could get a knitting basket and she could knit some things. She's feeling very focused though. Like it's not too late. This midlife crisis might just be the wake-up call Jillian needs to jumpstart her life. I mean, she has been being really creative with all of her jewelry making, but apparently that's not cutting it. Okay, everyone is home from school. Isaac is now a B student and he needs a nap, so let's let him go nap and then get him working on his homework. He has like a bunch of crystals in his inventory. I think I was sending him out to like get stuff for Jillian. So let's get all of those put away. And then Neil is still a C student, so he can get going on, oh wait, he has a school project. Okay, so Neil can work on his school project. And let's see, Edward is a B student, so he can do extra credit. Oh, he can do extra credit. Okay. I guess he doesn't really have homework. He can just do extra credit stuff. I mean, good for him, I suppose. All right, Jillian is started to do some knitting over here to kind of help with her midlife crisis. She's also gonna have this baby like any time now. Oh, Jillian finished her first knitting project here. Oh, it's not good. Can we frog it? Let's frog the knitting project. But, you know, it definitely helped her with her midlife crisis stuff. So at least she's doing a little better with that. Ooh, okay, Samuel is now level 3 of the communication skill. So he needs his movement, thinking, and potty. Potty is always the rough one. Always. That's always potty. Oh, Jillian is now inspired from her knitting endeavors. Let's have her, I guess she can knit something else. Let's try an orange tiger beanie. She'll probably go into labor though before we get too far with this. And Jillian has now gone into labor. So this next baby will be arriving. All right, we're gonna send Jillian off to the hospital, but I think we're just gonna send her alone to have this baby while the other kids are here, like working on their stuff that they need to work on. We'll get Isaac. Oh my gosh, we finally had a girl! Finally! We've had so many boys! We've finally had a girl. This is the first girl that Jillian has had. This is the first girl since Jillian has been born. I am like unreal. Like unreal that this is it. And I think we're gonna name our first girl with Jillian Kate after our first matriarch who was Catherine. So we're gonna have this girl be named Kate. Like I don't think she's gonna be the matriarch. We still have a ways to go before Jillian is an elder. But we finally have had a girl, which tells me that Jillian can, in fact, have girls. Oh, it's twins. And of course, the twin is a boy. So we named the girl Kate. I think let's give the boy another K name. Let's name him Kevin. So we have Kate and Kevin Larson. And it's just twins. I can't believe we finally had a girl. That's like unbelievable. We finally had a girl. And Dylan has unlocked the toe and mouth milestone, so we can age him up into a toddler, which is a really good thing. So look at this. We had twins. Twins. These are the first twins for Jillian as well. I did turn the ley line on, so that kind of explains why the twins arrived. But now we have a full house. So we really need to get Isaac moved out, which means we now have 52 babies in the 100 baby challenge, over halfway there. All right, let's go ahead and age up Dylan right away because we're gonna need to be ready to go when we have twin infants. All right, Dylan has aged up into a toddler. So we're gonna go ahead and randomize his traits 3 times. 1, 2, 3. He is independent. Yes, we love independent toddlers. They are the best. They go potty on their own. They're my favorite. Hooray for an independent toddler. We have a crying infant in here. Kate is needing some attention, so let's come do some super efficient newborn care for her. And let's see, Isaac, did you get your homework done? You didn't. Finish your homework, dude. And let's see, Neil is still working on his, and it looks like Edward is good with his. So he is all sorted there. Dylan is gonna need a makeover, but he looks like he's ready to sleep right away. So he's gonna go to sleep. Samuel needs some food. Come and eat, Samuel, and then you can go to sleep as well. All right, Jillian, you need to get some food served here for people. Ooh, okay, Neil's responsibility is in range to earn the responsible trait, which is really good. This is what we need. Okay, I think we're gonna read Dylan to sleep because he is super tired. Ooh, actually, no. Let's let him go potty. Then we can read him. Then we can read him to sleep. Oh, it's Winterfest. Oh, you know what? The kids are still gonna go to school anyway, even though it's Winterfest, because they definitely need to get themselves like grades up and things like that. So yes, we are going to send the kids to school at Winterfest. That sounds terrible, but we're gonna do it. We got the house decorated, looking all spiffy and good. Jillian, I'd really like you to actually do what I'm telling you to do right now. I have sent you to collect and dig these things 3 times now, and you keep stopping. Please just finish digging. I don't care that you're in the midst of a midlife crisis and have now decided that you like knitting. That's fantastic. I also like knitting, but I would like you to do what I've told you to do. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, they're all still sad from Armand dying. And apparently, no, something is broke. Okay, let's, I'm having some issues with getting the kids to eat. Oh, Neil is off on a field trip, which is great for him. I'm gonna also, since we've got the money, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade our appliances and do a little bit more with the kitchen, I think, and get that a little bit nicer. Since we have plenty of money, we're gonna go big time. We're gonna bring out the big guns. And since we're in here, let's get a better sofa. That one's kind of blah. How about this one? It's got a little bit of a pop of color to it. Also, I'm thinking that we don't have a chess table yet, so let's get one of those. And I think too, we're gonna upgrade the table and the chairs and all of that, because I think it's time. It's time to upgrade some things for them. They've been kind of scraping by on the barest minimums for a while, so we're gonna upgrade. And since there's so many kids, we're going for a big table here. So we got a nice, good sized table. Jillian's favorite color is gray, which is why everything is kind of gray and not super colorful. That's just her and her style. Oh, we could get her a better bed too, because this is the bare minimum bed. So let's see what we can get that's better for her. You know, give her a little bit of a better night's sleep. When she does actually sleep in her bed, she doesn't really sleep in the bed a whole lot. Let's give her that. All right, so we've given a little bit of an upgrade to things in the house. So we're looking a little bit better around here, which is good. We've sent the older kids off to school so that they will hopefully get A's. Really, it's Isaac that I'm wanting to get that A so that we can get him moved out, so that we can get Jillian pregnant and ready to go with the next baby. We probably should also get Daisy over here. Oh, Samuel has reached level 3 of the thinking skill. All right, so he just needs movement and potty. Ooh, but his potty is not great. And he doesn't need to go potty. I'm gonna get Jillian to cook a grand meal, since that is a Winterfest thing. And then that way that can be out and ready to go for the kids when they're ready to eat. And then let's invite over Daisy, because their romance level has gone down a little bit, and we need that to not happen. Oh, we also still need to give Dylan a makeover. I was kind of waiting on that because I think we're gonna have another kid age up. So it's kind of waiting and gonna do them all at once. So we will get the makeovers set and squared away too. Okay, here's Daisy. So we will invite her in. We can give her a Winterfest gift. We have some necklaces and some jewelry we could potentially give her as a gift. We're gonna do some flirting with Daisy so that when we have space in the house and can potentially get pregnant, we can. I did go in and alter Daisy so she can make Jillian pregnant and realize that I'm pretty sure my daughter put all of my Tiny Town Sims into my game. So they're all in here now. Maybe finish cooking. You stopped cooking. You left the ham in the oven. I feel like that could be dangerous. We also have a crying newborn that we need to go do some super efficient newborn care on. Okay, we're gonna give her a romantic gift. We have these Edwardian Gothic earrings that we're gonna present to Daisy. Oh, we're getting a call from the school now. During free time, Edward drew an inappropriate piece of artwork and showed it to classmates. It caused lots of giggling and disrupted the rest of the school day. I think she's gonna say, you know, the teacher is responsible here, so the teacher can do what she thinks best. You know, Jillian respects the teachers and their abilities and their training. We are gonna give this gift to Daisy. Oh, I think she liked it. Okay, let's embrace her. We're not quite ready for a first kiss with her yet though, but I feel like we should be getting close. Oh, that was a little... Oh, we need to come and potty train Samuel. He needs to go potty and we are having some issues with his potty skill. So our flirting with Daisy needs to cease for a second and let's get Samuel going potty. Okay, grades are up. Neil is a B student. Edward's responsibility is in range. Edward is an A student. Isaac is an A student. Beautiful. All right, we can do a lot of birthdays and aging up here to wrap up this episode. So let's get on that. We'll come and we'll start with Isaac. Oh, the only issue is that we're now going to have a full-fledged like teenage werewolf in our house, which is always a challenge. But let's get Isaac aged up, and that will free up an opening in our house for us. All right, so Isaac's aspiration was he was a fount of Tomarani knowledge. So we're going to give that back to him and roll 3 times for his adult trait. 1, 2, 3. He is adventurous. So he is a horse lover, a glutton, and he is adventurous. I'm kind of thinking we need to like move him to Tomarang and give him a horse, like so that he can fulfill his horsey dreams. Okay, and then we need to also come over and age up Edward, and he will be a teenager. And Edward is now a teenager. Oh my god, he's aged up with a romance aspiration? Okay. Where that came from, but all right. Also, high self-esteem. And we need to choose an aspiration for him. And we're going to use our number generator to do that. So we're going to generate between 1 and 16. And we got a 10, which is, okay, not Star Wars. Again, 9. All right, 9 is popularity. And so we have 8 different options under popularity. So we're going to go between 1 and 8. We got a 2, which is a good vampire. I mean, we're just going to let him have it. But he's a werewolf. He wants to be a good vampire. Okay, we're just, you know what? We don't have to play him. It doesn't make sense, but it's The Sims, and The Sims doesn't make sense. All right, so we're going to randomize 3 times for his teenage trait. 1, 2, 3. He is a music lover and a geek, and he wants to be a good vampire. So, good for him. I think we're going to go ahead and get some makeovers on these kiddos, and then we're going to move out Isaac and call it there. So we have everyone made over. We're going to start with the youngest and we're going to work our way up. This is little Dylan, our latest toddler in the group. He is looking super cute. And this is his everyday, his formal, his sleep, party, swimwear, hot weather, and his cold weather wear. So he is all set. Then we have Edward, our werewolf, who's going to woo at us the whole time, who also wants to be a vampire. He's going to have to make some occulty decisions. I think he developed some vitiligo as he aged up into a teenager, so we kept that for him. Yes, thank you, Edward, for your wooing. So this is his everyday, his formal, athletic, sleep, party, swimwear, hot weather, and cold weather wear. And then lastly is Isaac. I did give him another outfit. His hair is slightly different than what it was before, but he is now a young adult and he will be moving out. And so, as we are having everybody aged up and moving out, we're gonna wrap things up here. We finally have a girl, which I'm very excited about. We're gonna get Isaac moved out, which opens the door up for Jillian to get pregnant again. Maybe she'll get abducted by aliens before we get her pregnant. If not, Daisy Pearl is going to be our next baby donor, I think. And we will go forward from there. As always, if you happen to have any name suggestions, do drop them in the comments below. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye!